Hey guys, good morning, happy morning, and we have a special guest joining us from Mumbai. Her name is Salma. And before we get started, this show is being sponsored by Care Systems in Hyderabad. They're into security systems and safety systems for corporates, for residences, and there are a lot of solutions which will help ease out on security solutions. So thanks Care Systems for sponsoring this particular event. So let's talk about Salman now. So there are a lot of people who are selfish. There are category of people who say, yeah, मेरे को अपना काम करना है, मेरे को दुनिया में और कुछ नहीं करना. I am busy with whatever I am doing. This is enough. And there are few people who feel that I have to give back a lot to society, and I can do a lot. I can contribute back to the society. They're basically selfless, and they're not really selfish category, but they try to do a lot of things with in their own capacity. So we have such personality here. She is being awarded as the hero, or the superhero for Mumbai, with all her activities and couple of other awards she has grabbed. She is the founder of UMEED, and she's been doing a lot for kids out there, people who do not have support. She's been handholding through her foundation. She believes in education. She believes in everybody should have the right to learn in terms of education, etc. So Mother Teresa Awardee, Shoorveer Awardee. So good, awards that you have grabbed. But most importantly, I would like to know and my friends would like to know, how did you start this, and when does this passion start? I heard that you started at a very young age. ये सब कैसे शुरू हुआ, and why passion for helping others? मतलब दुनिया में everybody has got problems. I mean, we have enough things at home, enough things at our office. Why did you decide to help others? So over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the warm welcome and introduction. So, the journey that I have started, it's all because whatever I have faced in my life, I want to give back to the society. I just don't want someone else to suffer the same the way I have suffered in my life. And one thing I've learned from my father, instead of complaining to God, let's do something that no one else complained the same. So when I was born, we have to a tough time in my childhood. So बच्चों के childhood होते हैं खेलने के लिए, but मेरे childhood बहुत tough time थे because my mother and father both used to work, and they used to leave me on a chair and go on work, and I was very a silent girl. Today when my mom sees me speaking and she wonders, जो बच्ची बचपन में हमेशा चुप रहती थी आज इतना बोलने लगी, and people are there to listen to her. So it's a big thing for me. But yes, what I have gone through at the age of 10, and I started working for a cause. At that time, I was not so much into a cause, but then yes, after I lost my father in 2010, that was the stage where I realized I should do something so that no one else suffer. And in school time, I was an average child. Going further to college, I was bit happy learning girl because my teachers used to help me and I used to score good marks. But then to continue my studies into college, I had to work part time at two places and earn the money. Because wherever I applied for scholarship, it was all like कि either कोई toppers को मिलेगा और अगर हम topper बन भी गए तो उसमें lottery system निकले. So the biggest question was, is scholarship मिलेगा किसको? If
Hmm.
not to people like us, then who will get this scholarship? And everyone around the corner says, you will get this scholarship, you will get that scholarship, apply on this link, apply on that link. But when a child goes to seek the help from them, but that child is not receiving. So that was the time where I initially wanted to know what exactly is this NGO, how does this work? And I started working with various NGOs, first of all, worked with various NGOs and understood one thing, that जहाँ हर किसी को पहुँचना चाहिए वहाँ हर कोई पहुँचता नहीं. No doubt everyone is doing their bit and doing a good work, but then supporting for education, when it comes, everyone has their own criteria.
True.
So 2014, I started with my own UMEED, where I personally supported for two students for education. And I saw that child was a dropout child, was working in a juice center and has left his studies. Supporting him with education fees, not just supporting with fees, but also giving the mentoring to him, because पैसे देना बहुत आसान है उसको पढ़ाना गाइड करना भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। अगर वो बच्चा एवरेज है तो आप उससे उम्मीद नहीं कर सकते हो कि वो सडनली टॉप कर आएगा। वो एवरेज होते नहीं है, उनके वक्त हालात उनको एवरेज बना देते हैं। देयर इज नो वन टू गाइड देम, देयर इज नो वन टू टीच देम। So just giving away the fees is not enough. Supporting this child, within a year he applied it for his 10th standard and he scored 78 percentage. That was the biggest achievement for me. A person who was dropout can score 78. Then there are many more children who would, want to aspire for education. Then why not for them? So I was associated with the leading NGO, Indian Development Foundation, and from my class 11. The founder is Dr. A.K. Pillai, is my guru, and he is 92 young. So the
Good.
journey of UMEED started under IDF, and I just said, this is my project. I want to start something for these children. And we started sharing the word on social media. From two children within a year, it turned out to 27. Further, it went to 107, further to 207, and the journey went so on. And there I realized, when we are getting the funds, then why to stop? Let's go and support to everyone. So as the funds were coming, we were ready to support and take children under us. And it's not just again giving up with the fees. I started with running a coaching center for them, where we started giving free education after their school hours. And so that students start scoring good marks, they get mentoring, and it is not just about education. So Monday to Friday, whatever I felt missed out in my school days, I started working with them. Like Monday to Friday is an education day, Saturday is a fun day for them, where we have brought many games. जो सारे games आज बच्चों को नहीं मिलते और आजकल तो सब मोबाइल्स पे हो गए। But then active games खेलना और उसमें leadership quality सीखना, there are many things which we learn throughout with the games. So getting that fun zone for them, again celebrating various cultural festivals. Today we celebrate festivals, but we don't know the reason behind why are we celebrating the festivals. So inculcating this knowledge to them was very important. So we started celebrating various festivals, getting them one thing to know: humanity is first. Religion and all is a secondary thing, but humanity comes first. And that is how the journey goes on and on. And this is not it that we are just stuck with education. Any social appeal that comes in, be it for orphan marriage girl, be it for seeking help for medicines, be it for any damn thing that comes in, we always feel whatever we can do as our bit towards the society, we should definitely do it. So my first thing to my team is always that instead asking from other people first let's give our bit towards the society. So towards my bit towards the society is, I being a teacher, I'm trying to give free coaching to them every day. My team is dedicating their Saturdays and Sundays every weekend. So that is the biggest thing कि हम सिर्फ monetary पे support नहीं कर सकते, हम voluntary से भी support कर सकते. It's not always that we count हमारे पास पैसा नहीं है. Everyone when it comes for cause, many have their question marks. मेरे पास ये होता तो मैं भी कर लेता या मैं भी ये चीज करता. हमारे पास सब कुछ है, knowledge है, time है, just हमें उसे share करना जरूरी है. और उम्मीद का मोटो और मिशन यही है कि हम लोगों तक किस तरीके से अपना टाइम शेयर करें, नॉलेज शेयर करें. बिकॉज नॉलेज हम लेकर जाए उससे अच्छा है बांटते चलो ताकि कोई और उससे सीखे. And of course, with this journey, as you mentioned, that many people have recognized my work. By God grace, everyone applauded. Initially, there was no such thought कि हमें से कोई recognition मिलेगा या कुछ मिलेगा. It was all that what I have suffered, someone else should not suffer. This was the thought. And I never used to accept the recognitions also. But then someone has told me, once you get the recognition, you start moving out to different states. People will know you, people will support you. And it's truth that once we move out, people know us and they are ready to work. So it is not in Mumbai कि सिर्फ मुंबई में ही ये जरूरत है, ये जरूरत हर स्टेट में है. तो जब हम जाते हैं और अगर उस क्राउड में से एक बंदा भी आपसे मोटिवेट होके वो काम स्टार्ट करता है, आई थिंक आवर वर्क इज डन. So there are many more who are replicating the work, and alone one can't reach everywhere. Everyone together, they can do multiple of things and can spread the goodness and happiness around.
Looking at you, I
That's it.
mean, you make it so easy. I'm sure all the volunteers, all the team members, uh, all the wings who actually work with you. I'm sure they're pretty happy in what they're doing because the way it's also important that the leader who's leading the cause is also humble and does it with her heart. That is very important. Otherwise, आप
Right.
जितना भी अच्छा काम करो,
Humbleness is the
this
biggest thing. I think we are not doing something really very great. Whatever we are doing, it's all just a bit. एक बड़े से ocean में हम सिर्फ एक छोटे से drop है. So I'll not say that I'm doing a very great thing. So it's always good to be on the down. And as much as down you are, people around will love you more and you will be able to do more work. Like I am always down. As I'm a teacher, my mom always say कि दूसरे teachers मारते हैं, ये करते हैं. But then my kids are such that when they comes in, even if they bring a pencil, they'll come and say, teacher, मैंने ये लाया है. That sharing is really important. Nowadays, all these things have been, no more where हमें सुनने की क्षमता जो है ना वो खत्म हो गई है. तो जैसे ही कोई कुछ कहता है हम इरिटेट हो जाते हैं या कोई बच्चा आके हमसे कहता है तो हमें आदत हो गई है उसे स्लैप लगा के हम बिठा देते हैं कि बस बहुत बोल लिया है अब तुमने, अब तुम बैठ जाओ. बट ये जो बच्चे हैं वो स्लम बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं और इनको सुनना बहुत जरूरी होता है because they see many things around which is not good. Some things are good, some things are bad, and they learn that things. So once you start hearing to them, they start sharing things, and that is the place, where we can correct them, where we can guide them and mentor them. Mentoring is not just related to education. There are many more things in life which is really required to guide them and mentor them. So it's always important to hear the children, guide them properly, and tell them what is good and bad for them, and they take good decisions of their life and move further.
true. So I've seen a lot of organizations, Salma, where नाम इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है. मतलब इट्स एन एनजीओ, इट्स फॉर अ कॉज, बट नाम इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है कि द फाउंडर हैज टू रियली एक्सप्लेन, द टीम मेंबर ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज टू एक्सप्लेन कि इसका मीनिंग क्या है. उम्मीद speaks for itself. You really do not have to do it. I mean, the first kid you were talking about, the example you were talking about, who was a dropout and जिसने उम्मीद छोड़ दी थी कि मैं फिर से स्कूल ज्वाइन हो सकता हूँ, who had the second thought at least somewhere in the corner of the mind that I can study, but he's lost Umeed. Once he knows that okay, Umeed is the foundation, or Umeed is the team which will help me go back to school and study. That name itself, I think sets the expectation and gives them the hope, saying that उम्मीद है मैं कर सकता हूँ. So lovely name. I think very simple, to the point, self-explanatory.
Umeed needs no explanation. Everyone has some of the other feelings that कोई हमारी help कर दे. That काश होता है ना, so that hopes comes in, and that is why Umeed came up with this boy that no, our title should be always Umeed, because there are many more children who have this expectation to that someone will come and help them. So that someone should be Umeed.
Out of all the recognitions, which is like very close to your heart? I ask this to everybody who's got a list of recognitions.
I have few recognitions which is very close to my heart. One is Mumbai ki Social Hero, which I received in Bangalore by Sigma. That was the first time. It is very special because the people who came down to hear me were double of my age, and I was really very shocked to see that I'm so young, just 22, 23, and these guys are 40, 45 and are still sitting patiently to hear me. So that was the biggest thing. And over there, the education minister makes you sit down on the chair and then award you. I was like, it was a moment where I felt that I'm very small. I should, stand up and take it. And they said, no, it's our culture to do in such a way. So that was a moment very close to my heart, and the award which I always share it with my mom. At that time, my mom was into the Hajj pilgrimage, and that was my first travel to other state, that too alone. So that is why that award is very closer to me. Second award, that is Super30 Teacher across India. The moment, even this award is special because many people, who said me that लड़की की शादी करा देना चाहिए और वो कहीं नहीं जा सकती है, उसको बस घर पे ही अच्छा रहना चाहिए. आज वो लड़की एक ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म पे पहुंच रही है जहां उसे Super30 के नाम से रिकॉग्नाइज किया जा रहा है across India. There are many more teachers. I think it's in the lakhs. And out of that, if you're coming in 30, it's the biggest achievement that one can ever have. And I always hope there's recognition to my students, because बच्चे हैं तो ये टीचर है, otherwise ये टीचर भी नहीं होती. So, and the third award is Shoorveer Award, where my mother shared a platform with me on the dais, and she received the award. So, a mother who is a creator of you, and she is there with you as a blessing. And I think it's all her support. She stood very strong with me at that time. Not just this time, but always after I lost my father, she stood very strong, and she said, whatever you want to do, you can do in your life. So the support coming in from a family always motivates you to do something more. And she is there as a strong pillar always in all my social initiatives. So I always owe everything to my mom. माँ है तो सब कुछ है, और जिसके पास माँ का आशीर्वाद है उसे और कोई चीज की जरूरत नहीं है.
So, I completely agree. Yeah, you're speaking very well. Where did you learn these orative skills? Your communication skills and command on English. ये सब कहाँ से आया?
All from the journey of that I'm moving around with, working with several NGOs that moving around in the world. Once you start moving to different states, it builds confidence in you more that what you're doing, you're on the right track. Because हम हमेशा भटक जाते हैं, हम जो कर रहे हैं वो सही है या नहीं ये पता नहीं होता है. So जब recognitions and state-wise आप travel करते हो, it always motivates you more, and it makes more confidence, yes, that there are people motivating you and you're on the right track. And when your children achieve, so that is the biggest achievement, and that is the place where you feel that yes, whatever you are doing, dunya kuch bhi bole, doesn't matter. Everyone says that you are mad, you are spending your time with them, you have no time for your own thing, because by profession I'm a teacher. Half of day goes in my job, second half I'm spending with free coaching. So everyone keeps saying me, you don't have time for your friends, you're doing all this is madness. But at the end, when the result comes out with the flying colors, I feel I have dedicated my time in a good way, and it has been creating more and more people around who can, step. जो ladders होते हैं वो धीरे धीरे ये बच्चे चढ़ रहे हैं. And education is the best gift that you can give to someone, which can make their life more better. So this is the place where I feel, no, whatever I'm doing, it's perfectly right. दुनिया कुछ भी कहने दो. उन्होंने क्या किया? At the end of the day, if someone asks me what have you done, I have something to answer what I have done. But what will they have? They have eaten pizza, they have moved around for movies and all. So I'm very zero at the movies when it comes to. But then yes, I'm good with my work and I'm happy with what I'm doing.
When did you start thinking about single parent child? This is one category where you're helping out.
Yeah, I'm helping out with single parent child because I myself am a single parent child after my school days when I turned up to college. And as said, I was looking out for scholarship, and everyone had their own criteria. And while working with several NGOs, I found that there is no such criteria as for single parent child. I don't want to show as a sympathy or mercy something towards them, but then yes, every child, if he or she is a single parent child, they are working somewhere, and that is the place which makes them average. And I feel no child is an average. When I was into my school days, I was treated as an average child. Turning up to college, I personally started working hard and hard, and I scored good marks. I received, as हमारे college में कुलपति award करके होता है, where overall best students received it. So if I am overall best student into my college and still have not received the scholarship for further, then who will get the scholarship was always a question. So that is the place where I felt that I should target this audience who are single parent child, because यहाँ पे हमें average students मिलेंगे. और भी हम ऐसा नहीं है कि हम सिर्फ सिंगल पैरेंट को वर्क करते, वी वर्क फॉर अदर स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो. 70% आर सिंगल पैरेंट चाइल्ड, 30% आर either they are orphan, or else either they have their parents but running out with some medical issues or some financial issues, because of which they are not able to afford education for their child. बट अगेन उस घर में भी अगर वो पेरेंट्स इलिटरेट है एंड दे आर नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड देम, तो वो बच्चा प्रॉपरली अपना फोकस नहीं कर पा रहा है एजुकेशन के टूवर्ड्स, और उसको गाइड करना बहुत जरूरी है. जब तक आप उस बच्चे को गाइड नहीं करेंगे, नो चाइल्ड इज वीक, नो चाइल्ड इज एवरेज. ऑल दैट इज जस्ट बिकॉज दे हैव फिक्स्ड अप इन देयर ब्रेन ये मुझसे नहीं होगा, और उसको ये बोलने वाला कोई नहीं आया है कि ये तुमसे होगा, ये तुम्हें करना चाहिए. तो जो बच्चे फेल होते हैं, अगर हम उसको गाइड करके मेंटर करेंगे, उनको सिखाना, एक्स्ट्रा टाइम एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स डेफिनेटली जाते हैं, लेकिन उस एफर्ट से उस बच्चे की जिंदगी बनती है. और हम हमेशा सोचते हैं कि हमारा काम शॉर्टकट में हम फिनिश करें, कि हम बच्चे को ये दे दें, ये पढ़ लो और ये एग्जाम दे दो और तुम्हारा काम फिनिश हो गया. लेकिन बीइंग अ टीचर, आई डोंट थिंक दिस इज अ वर्क ऑफ अ टीचर. टीचर्स वर्क इज टू पुट एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स इनटू अ चाइल्ड. दिस इज द जॉब वेयर वी आर टेकिंग इट अप. कोई हम पे प्रेशर दे के नहीं कर रहा है कि आपको ये जॉब लेना है. लाइक मुझे भी अपने करियर में MSW करना था, बट बिकॉज ऑफ लुकिंग टू द थिंग्स ऑफ माय होम, I have choose this career because this was the only career which allowed me to work part-time or which allowed me to earn some extra money. So I have choose this job. It should not be forcingly put up कि किसी ने मुझ पे किया. तो अगर मैंने ये जॉब चूज किया है, तो ये मेरी ड्यूटी है कि मैं अपना 100% उस जॉब को अच्छे से निभाऊं और उस चीज का करूं. तो मेरा काम है उस बच्चे को गाइड करना, अच्छे से ये करना. अब उससे मेरी क्या अर्निंग होती है नहीं होती है वो सारी सेकेंडरी थिंग, लेकिन उस बच्चे का मार्क्स लाना, उसका अचीवमेंट करना, ये मेरा टारगेट होना चाहिए.
Good, Salma. So we also want to get to know you well, personally. We've spoken about Umeed, we've spoken about your passion, why you got into this. So are you all set, ready for the rapid fire questions?
Yes,
Yeah.
done.
What is that one food you can eat the rest of the life without
Biryani.
getting bored? Biryani?
Yes.
Okay, so do you brag about the random act of kindness which you perform, or you feel that you should just keep doing it? I really don't want to, spread the word out. And there is another option where you have to spread the word out because you have to educate others and let others also get motivated and do things in their own capacity. What is the option you would choose?
Spreading the word is always needed, because more the hands joined you, more the good work you can do. It is not really important that who is doing it. It is more important the happiness to be spread out.
Good point. Okay, if today is the last day, okay, today is the last day of the life. What would your last meal be?
Today is the last day of my life. I would just see people around me smiling and not crying.
So you're not really bothered about what you should eat and all that. Nothing.
Because I'm happy, because I'm perfectly satisfied. Whatever I've done so far is all good. So I just want people around me to smile and not cry.
Okay. Do you think about what people think about you?
No, not at all.
No.
I don't care what people think about me, because I know what I am. I love to be, I love my own self. That's it.
Okay. Your favorite fragrance?
Favorite fragrance, Mogra.
Bhavara. What is that?
Mogra is a flower which
Okay. Should try. What is it called in English? कुछ idea है?
मोगरा ही कहते हैं. मोगरा इज अ फ्लावर जिसकी स्मेल बहुत अच्छी होती है. Even if you passed out around, you get that smell very well.
Okay, if you had to remove one color from the world forever, what would it be?
Remove one color from the world, black.
Black. Oh my god. I'm actually wearing one, so you're making it tough for me now. Okay, what is something that I wouldn't believe about you? One secret about you which I wouldn't really believe.
One secret. I don't think any such secrets are there in my life that anyone will not believe.
Do you sleep with your eyes open or eyes closed?
Obviously, eyes closed. Yeah, but I dream with my open eyes.
You dream with your open eyes. Okay, the next question is if you get to play, in a movie, okay, or let's say we are taking a movie out of your journey till date, who should play your role?
A
Which
smallest child.
which celebrity actress should play your role?
Oh my God. I'm very bad at movies and I really don't know who fits into my character
होना चाहिए मतलब
because I'm
कोई-
my own self, none of others.
Okay, so what are the other secrets we are not aware of you with respect to not about your work, but as an individual? If you have to describe yourself in like 3 words as an individual, okay, no NGO, no meet, nothing related to kindness. Something, 3 words about you apart from this.
There are no secrets of my life. My life is an open book always.
Yeah, so
So
describe yourself in 3 words, but no foundation, no umeed, no kindness. In loco exclude करके. Describe Salma.
okay. Good natured, humble, always smiling.
Yeah, always smiling एक qualify हुआ बाकी के good nature and all that is related to good. So those are the questions I had. If with all this experience, I mean, you've seen life. You've been a child of a single parent. You know how finances, how critical are finances. You know how kindness work. You know what works, what doesn't work. You know how to manage funds because people are trusting you and then giving you funds, investing, or I would say donating to your foundation so that you do well. So you have built that particular trust factor. You've also got recognized. You grabbed a couple of awards. With all this experience, what would you do if you become the chief minister of Maharashtra? So what are the areas you would focus on?
Or if I become the chief minister of Maharashtra, I'll focus on the slum areas. Instead of jumping from one place to another, what I'll do is I'll allocate work to the local corporators and tie up with the NGOs of that particular area so that things become more smoother and faster. So at least we'll be very much sure that the work is done in a particular area, and we'll be more focused of each areas that things are going simultaneously, not just in one area but across Mumbai. And I think things around will be more better in the way it is.
Super. That's it.
Pardon?
That's it.
That's it. I think the biggest problem and the issue is that we are not able to reach out to everywhere. I think this is the better and the easiest way that we could cover up each area is that tying up with the local corporators and the NGOs that are already working. So instead, even the NGOs go to the multiple places, they can be put up into the one local corporator in the ward. So that particular ward will start working actively. So even in each ward, there are multiple and thousands of NGOs which are going to a various places. So that will be active in particular wards. I think the problems around that we are facing, and then we have to keep hunting for the funds. It will not be required. It would be easily worked out, and pretty sure that no one around will face any more problems, and the word the privilege will be deleted automatically.
Tell me one thing. Let's say you get a chance to establish the secretariat where your office in Dharavi, in the middle of the slum area, because you're very keen to work there. So would you go and construct a lavish secretariat, demolishing some of the slum areas there, or would you just work without making any changes, parking your car somewhere like kilometers away, walking into the slums, getting into this particular office or a small house which is also a slum area, and let your team work from there? What would be your option?
I'll be working in the field because I always believe to save the money wherever as possible. Working without banner, working without anything. As much as you save money and work properly, things can be worked in a better way. If I start, to publicize with the monetary demands to make a lavish office and all, which is not required at all. I think the only thing that is required is to reach out to the people and help them. And I think that is the way where everyone should work with the same way.
Super. Good one, Salman. Nice connecting with you. Awesome soul, happy soul. I think you're doing a great job in your capacity. And a lot of people think about single parents, helping the mom, empowering women, but you're also helping them by taking care of their kids, ensuring that they are not getting distracted, they are not feeling left out, and ensuring that they are in the right path. Umeed name talks about itself, so I think you don't have to really describe and describe anybody as to what Umeed does. It talks about itself. So keep up the good work, keep up the passion going. Any help you need from support from surroundings, or anything which we can raise a shout out to friends, do let us know. But it is very important that we need souls like you, happy souls like you, who feel that we should give back to the society. Every NGO chooses a specific segment they would focus on. You have chosen a segment, and you're basically building a stronger nation with what you've chosen. So thanks a lot for joining in. So friends, do connect with Salma, encourage her, help her, fund her in your own capacity, where it doesn't matter that there is a value that you need to fund. Even a pencil, a pair of shoes, a uniform for a kid which will last for a year, all this matters a lot, because she is actually working with kids in this slum, and they will feel good if somebody from Delhi has sent a pair of shoes for them. Just imagine the feeling the kid will have sitting in Mumbai, slum of Mumbai, feeling that okay, somebody from a different state has sent a pair of shoes. The shoes might be available locally, but when you send that with love, with affection from a different place, they basically talk about it and they take care of it with utmost care. So do connect with her, and let's encourage Salma in what she is doing. And thank you, Care Systems, for sponsoring this particular episode for Salma. And have a great day, and God bless, Salma. It's an honor having you on the show.
It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for helping me out to spreading the word out and motivating more youngsters and people around to do this cause. I would just say that don't just be a fan of me, but start replicating to what I'm doing. I think my work is done with that.
Super. Good word. Don't be a fan. Just replicate yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, because fan always follows, and I just don't want people to only follow. I want people to replicate around the work. As mentioned, it is not important what Salma has done. It's always important that what happiness you're spreading around. So और हैप्पीनेस प्रोवाइड करने के लिए हमें ज्यादा दूर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. अपने आसपास में भी देखोगे ना तो मौका जरूर मिल जाएगा. तो start doing it.
Super. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Selma. Do inspire, spread positivity. Have a great day.